what is going on, everyone? Welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. The game came out in July, end of July actually, and there's been a couple of decent updates to it. Well, so recently, September 21st, they've added new skins, they've changed a few things, and from my understanding, the game is a little different compared to what it was maybe a month ago or whatever. So I do have the full game here with the two DLCs, the Mazda and the Dodge DLC. So I'm going to go ahead and start off on a new career here. I'm going to start from scratch, so I got to go through the tutorial and all that fun stuff. And this was a little confusing to me starting out. I'm walking around, I'm talking to EVR, I'm talking to Moose. How the hell do I get out of here? Because I just wanted to skip the damn thing. And apparently they were able to skip it because they got it before the recent updates. And now it doesn't look like you can skip it. So I'm going to start from there. New game. Yep, I haven't done anything with this profile. It's a brand new profile. So you start out and you're going to be in what looks like the full garage. What you will have when you get all the upgrades and whatever else. There we go. Yes, okay, we gotta go through all this. So, just to warn you guys, if you haven't played this, the mouse is really all over the place. I'm still doing different changes to it, but the mouse has 3 different speeds, which it drives me up a damn wall. So, you know, finding the right one is kind of tricky. So anyway, looking online, you're going to see different things where, oh, I was just able to skip it, or oh, I had to finish the car, which is this one right here. It changes all the time. The one thing they do suggest is that you go around and just highlight all of these little items here. So your wheel balancer, and, you know, stuff like that. Your toolbox over here. Oh, I hit the spring puller instead. Oh, there's the toolbox. So that's, of course, where you're going to gain your levels and everything as you click on the toolbox. Here's your lift. You got your engine stand right there. A repair bay over here. Now, you do not start off with all of this when you first begin. This is not here. You do not have any of this over here. You know, it gets annoying. You're trying to walk around and all of a sudden, oh, there we go, parts warehouse. So a lot of the stuff you don't have when you first start off. But what I have found is, in order to get out of here, you have to work on a car. Now, I'm pretty sure this thing doesn't have any oil in it. But from what I have found is, yes, you could sell this car off and work on this one. Or just put some oil in it. Click on it once, click on that. There is no gauge or anything as far as putting oil in. You can keep on going. And when it drops like that, you probably should stop. But you can keep on going. Don't matter. Look at that, it's overflowing now. So I'm going to hit escape to get out of that. Cap automatically comes back on. Hit escape again. Now we're done with that. So the car, it should be ready to go. So I'm going to come over here to the door, main gate and map, and let's head over to the test track. Now this is a simple, basic run around. Yep, check the performance of the car, steering, suspension, braking. No steering wheel support here. Ooh. See, I already went and screwed up. This is like just a little slalom area here. I'm so used to using a steering wheel instead of keyboard. Then again, I do play PUBG. Finish the tutorial. So Now we get kicked into our garage, where we have to basically grind out jobs in order to get things going. So we got 2 calls right off the bat. I'm going to probably do one of these. So let's see, we got this one right off the bat, poor brake performance. Or we got this one, a year and a half ago, I bought this on the car. It's not interesting in anything, it's a filling it up in the gas station. Please check the oil and the tires. So, simple enough, right? So let's go ahead and take that order. The car will appear right here. You cannot have anything in front of the door, otherwise you will not be able to do anything. First off, you can go ahead and check this. Air filter, tire, fuel filter, and then, of course, make sure you pay attention to this. I've already, when playing this before, you know, I didn't check this second one. The whole list of items are going to be down here, so it's not just one big list of everything that needs to be done. It's everything that needs to be done for that, you know, part. So there's 2 different jobs here on this car. So this is going to be pretty easy. Standard 4 tires, air filter, fuel filter, and then change the oil. So let's get this thing over. Move car, car lift A. I do have the stock music playing in the background. Lift her all the way up. Oh yeah, those are some ugly tires. The one thing that's a little annoying about these lug nuts is you can hit it in one area. Or any of the bolts as well. And the mouse moves with it, so where you start off at is not where it finishes off at. So I'm going to be right here, and now I'm all the way right around here. So it's great if you line it up perfect, and then you can just take off like 2 bolts right away. Let's see if I can zoom down. There we go. It saves you a little bit of time. Now I'm hitting escape to get out of here. Just click on it once. Now it's green. Okay, that's the part I can take off. Now, even if you have no mechanical skills whatsoever, you can still work on all this. It's a little... The learning curve is going to be kind of big for you. Drain the oil. Might as well since it's up there, right? Move it back. And let's get this filter. There we go. Fuel filter is on top, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yep, there it is. Top dead, right there. Now let's look at the parts inventory. This is one area where you're going to be checking back quite often when you have a laundry list of stuff. If you can break it down section by section, it's even better. But if you accumulate a lot of stuff here, this is going to be where you want to go. So it doesn't tell you the tire, but it does tell you the size. 205, 55, R16. I'm going to go back over here. No. In order to see the job order, you have to highlight the car, right-click, go to job status. Standard tire B. That is, remembering what part is what is going to be key here. Standard tire B, there it is. Need 4, 16, 205, 55. There we go. Now I also, no, let's see, we're going to go back to the home, pick up new parts, categorize things out here. I don't know why it continues to go down like that. Every time I do a search, it just scrolls right down the bottom automatically, no matter what. And there's the fuel filter. Now, like I've noticed, like I mentioned, you know, here's multiple different fuel filters. So keeping the original one so you can make sure you pick out the right one is going to be key. Because it's not always going to tell you. Now to put these on, you right click once you get back into the disassemble mode and click part mount. There we go, 100%. Put that baby back on. The funny thing is, that is not part of the whole job, changing the oil filter. And I'll talk about that here in a moment as I get ready to do some more work, but let's go ahead and get these tires taken care of. So we're going to separate parts. 1% left on that tire, wow. Even this doesn't work properly as to how you would change tires in the real world. It pops off the top bead, but not the bottom one. Bottom bead's still on there. But we're going to pull it off anyway. We're going to take that, and then we're going to install that rim with that tire. Bottom bead is already on again. Now there's no air pressure, you know, burst of air or whatever to help inflate the tire or anything. That's done. That's it. We can take it off now. So I'm going to start another one. Let's get this one. And while that's working, we got a balance. See the little icon right here needs a balance, so we're going to make sure we click on that, click on that. There we go. So that's going to spin. If you have a part, like in this case these tires, the better quality part is going to always show up first. Oh, I didn't have that one off yet. Got ahead of myself here. And there we go. Last one. I've done all these jobs here like this before. I've changed tires, I've balanced them. It really is pretty simple work. It's not that difficult. I mean, if you're looking at basic tire stuff. Now, if you're gonna be messing with, you know, 22s and the chrome and, you know, the real stylish rims that can, you know, get damaged pretty easily, then it becomes more of a pain in the ass. But make sure we go to part mount. Now, you know, it really isn't all that difficult. You just gotta know what kind of weights to put on the car or on the rim, because not all of them use the clamp style, which we don't see any here. Some of them use the sticky side. You know, they got the double-sided tape on the backside. In fact, my charger has that. So if you guys take a look at the inside of your rims, you might have a lead weight on the outside bead, or you might have lead weights stuck to the inside of your rim. So, as I was discussing with the oil, though, I think that is, for me, my biggest kind of, you know, head scratcher. We're changing oil, but it does not require you to change the filter. And I've been told there's even times where you change the oil filter, but don't change the oil. No, that's not how you do it. You always change your filter, always. You got to get that thing out of there. I mean, if your oil is good enough to be changed, if it's that wrecked, you know, that old, then yeah, you need to change your oil filter. Now, when I fill this thing up, I wait until it tips back down. There we go. That's it. Hit escape. Escape again. Go ahead and close the hood. Oh, air filter. Got ahead of myself here. Wait, I have those items, don't I? Oh, wrong one. I'm used to hitting escape. Do not have the air filter. Okay. We're not done yet. You guys will have that issue too. You just get so ahead of yourself. But you know, you always change the oil filter. Always. Like I said, I'm not a mechanic, but I've been around mechanics long enough to know. Yeah, no. You always change your oil filter when you get an oil change. Let's see. Oh, what was that? That was just a basic one, right? Air filter? Yeah. Basic air filter. There it is. So I always go the extra mile. I put the, even if it doesn't call for it, new oil filter goes on. You guys saw it. It doesn't cost a whole lot of money in the first place, so you know it isn't going to kill you. These clips are annoying. I kind of wish they went on automatically. Now you see here it's showing up in white. So when you go into part mount mode, it does make you kind of go in order here. You can't really skip ahead. But there we go. Everything's all done here. Double check on everything. Green, 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 green. Drain the oil. All done. Finish order. That's it. So let's try. Oh, the brake job's still here. Brake system needs fixing. Let's do this one real quick. Sometimes these items are not going to be listed all over here for you. You're going to have to go searching for them. So having an eye for what parts are bad and what parts are not, you guys will get that as we go along. Okay, so we got 3 sets of brake pads and 1 disc and a caliper that we're going to have to work on here. Now, it doesn't tell you where these items are, so you're going to have to take a look for them. So one way you can do it, I'm just going to click. You got to watch out for that, the glare. That glare is killer. Alright, these look alright. So let's go over here. What was it? How many pads? 1, 2, 3. So, you know what? I might as well just go ahead and say, screw it, take these tires off. Because 3 out of 4 of these are gonna end up getting new pads anyway. Wow, damn. I mean, just looking in right now, that looks like it might be okay. Take a look here at the parts. Nope, that was one of them. 15%. Oop. I know, that's annoying how the camera goes in and out like that. God, that glare. Why are you doing that? Stop. Those were bad too. This rotor looks like crap. You can already see right now all the rust that's on it, and that is what you guys will have to be looking for when you are, you know, have to search it out. Right, you know, right there. Look at that. That caliper looks like crap. That rotor looks like crap. Pads look good. Take a look at what we got out of that. Yep, there's the rotor. Brake pads are 100%. There we go. We're going to need a new brake caliper for that one. So that means we've got pads over here to take off. This camera is what just gets me. Zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. Just stay at one, you know, plane. Alright, so we need 3 sets of brake pads. There we go. We need a brake caliper. And I think that was a solid brake disc. Let me take a look here. Yep, solid. Keep in mind there are 2 types. Now these vented ones usually go on the front, and if you look really closely you can see there's a gap in between the 2 sides. This one does not have the gap, so that's vented, that is not. So keep that in mind, guys. Usually vented goes on the front. Okay, so we're gonna go into part mount. Right away, the pads show up first. I have found that even if you put new parts, you know, where you put the parts in really doesn't matter. Oh, glare. Oh, crap. Forgot I was in parts mounts. As long as you put the right parts on. There is a limit to how, let's see, there it is, repair with minimal parts condition, 89%. So any repairs that you do cannot use a part that is below that percentage. So even if you have old stuff laying around and it's a 95%, you know, or it's an 85% parts, you can't use it. You're not supposed to anyway. I haven't tried, so I don't know if it, you know, what will happen, but now see, this was the caliper that was bad. I'm just putting parts on here that were on the front at 95%. Most likely they came out the front. Doesn't make a difference. Unless it says it wants something that's 100% fixed. Alright, double check everything. Done, 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 done. That was the only thing that was here, so we are finished. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. See, saving game saved, so you guys don't have to really worry about that. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here and probably get a couple more jobs done before I do the next video or before I do the next live stream. I don't rule out live streaming this, so hopefully you guys tune in for that. What do we got right now? We've got another brake job coming up and another brake job coming up. So you're going to be going through that grind for a little bit until you can have some cash. On the other profile, I waited until I had 23,000. I ended up going to a barn. I found what looked like a Trans Am. I ended up spending 20,000 on the 23 that I had, and it was kind of pointless for me to buy it because, you know, I'm gonna have to put it in storage, knock out 5 more jobs to have extra cash, so I could, you know, unless you're trying to do maybe a quick flip. But we'll talk about that more later. So until the next time, thanks for hanging out with me, guys, here in the garage. We'll see you guys on the next video. Until then, take it easy.